Alright, we're going to fillet this walleye here. Hope you can see it. Depending upon whether you're right-handed or left-handed, we may end up starting the fish on this side if you're left-handed. I'm right-handed, and I start it that way. Depending upon, again, left or right-handed, some people started with dorsal fin facing, sometimes away. Essentially, the first cut is right behind the gill plate, down and in, and then immediately turn the knife, and you want to follow just on this side of the spine with pressure downward on the blade and all the way out and through the tail, resulting in one fillet. The other side, same way, coming back in right behind the gill plate here, turn the knife, following all the way down and out at the tail. Now, if you've done this right, you're going to leave a little bit of the belly meat there, which is good, because the belly is where the fat is, and that's where the quote-unquote bad chemicals are. But you'll see that you've gotten almost all of the meat. You know, sometimes if you really want to get silly, you know, you can kind of dig down in a little bit and use some little pieces of meat if you want for fish dip or whatever. The other thing that I do generally is come right behind the eyeball and take out the cheeks, often referred to as the fillet of the walleye, and those cheeks are just awesome. They are the filet mignon of the walleye. And we'll get both of them here, flip it over, get the other side, get underneath, and just remove that other cheek, and you got a pair of great fillets. Now, this fish was about 16.5 inches, so it's absolutely perfect size for dinner. Get rid of that.
Can I go ahead?
Now, you're still going? Okay. There are two ways to take the rib cage out of a walleye. One, which is the original one I learned, was to come from the top side here, cut in and down and out. But of course the rib cage is curved. A close friend taught me another method, which is to put the bone side down and press down on the rib cage, flattening the rib cage, starting up here at the top, and then just slide the knife along that rib cage that's been flattened out, and when you're all done, the result is that just one little piece there. The result is that this rib cage comes out much more easily and much more cleanly. Those are the bones. There's no meat on those bones, so you haven't wasted a thing. There's one rib cage. I'll swap out and do the other. And that was actually the tougher side for me. The left side of the fish is always a little bit easier for me. Again, bone side, rib cage side down. You want to lift this just a little bit to get the knife started. I can't do it from that side, but to get this started, and again, press down where that rib cage is curved to flatten it out. And the result is that rib cage just comes right out of there. You've got two 2 rib cages with no meat lost whatsoever, and you've got 2 boneless fillets. Get rid of the rib cages, and I'll just, normally I've got a pliers or some other gripping material with me, but the skin is probably the easiest part of all of this, and that is you want to start just down at the tail end, cut down in. It's something you can grab a hold of this with. I usually just use my fingernails if I don't have pliers. And as you can see with the blade of the knife at an angle, kind of slide this. When you can grab it, you can almost work it back and forth in a little S curve, and you have removed the skin 100%. Now if you're going to travel with these guys, what you want to do is save that skin, because by law you have to have the skin with the fish. I'll get the other one here, just show you the other side. Follow right along, put pressure, downside pressure on the knife, and then just slide it through, and there you have a perfectly filleted and skinned walleye that you can have for dinner, or if you want, in this case, put them back together. You use some freezer paper, some wrapping paper first, some cellophane, get rid of the air in there as much as you can, and then freeze it, and you're good to go.